Have you ever wondered why Los Angeles is by far the second largest city in the United States? I mean, it makes sense for the US to be anchored by two major coastal cities, New York in the east and then one on the Pacific coast. But whereas San Francisco has great proximity to natural resources, Portland has abundant fresh water, and Seattle has an amazing natural harbor, LA has kind of none of that. Even its neighbor to the south, San Diego, has all three of those things better than Los Angeles. So, how is it that LA grew to be larger than all four of those cities put together? The largest city on the west coast of North America with nearly 14 million people? Well, welcome to Why There, the show where I explain why your favorite places are in your favorite places. This episode, the City of Angels. First, you need to understand LA's geography. LA sits on a large coastal plain, the largest piece of flat land on the west coast of North America, wedged between the Pacific Ocean and a ring of tall, snow-capped mountains reaching heights of over 10,000 feet. And this region does have very few natural barriers within it, meaning that it's super easy to build here, but crucially, there's no major fresh water source. The LA River is small, seasonal, and unreliable because rainfall is super sporadic. Droughts and floods are common, and there's basically no fresh water storage in the form of natural lakes or wetlands. That means that from a traditional geography perspective, this is a terrible place to put a city, which is why LA's rise is not natural, but recent and artificial. LA doesn't have any of the trappings of a normal megacity. Huge rivers, natural harbors, fertile land, but it does have one enormous advantage: amazing weather. Southern California has some of the most mild weather of anywhere on Earth. No extreme heat, rare rainfall, and temperate winters means that before air conditioning in the late 18 and early 1900s, this was a super attractive place to live. But good weather doesn't get you 14 million people unless you have enough water for all of them. And LA did not have it. So they had to go get it in a series of contentious and tenacious infrastructure projects. They built hundreds and hundreds of miles of canals to bring water in from the Colorado River, from the east side of the Sierra Nevada mountains, and all the way from the mouth of the Sacramento River in Northern California. And once they had the water, they could get to work on the infrastructure. They built the largest port complex in the Western Hemisphere along the long, flat coastline of Los Angeles, extremely well positioned for the trans-Pacific trade that took off after World War II. And in the 1950s, when the entire country collectively underwent suburban psychosis, LA grew out, not up, with the flat, cheap land making sprawl easy. The region's diverse geography and great weather brought film studios and defense contractors, and not to mention, Los Angeles actually sits on one of the largest oil deposits in the United States as well, which is why you can see oil rigs off the coast of Orange County to this day. Entertainment, manufacturing, and resource extraction all converged to provide millions of jobs for the growing workforce. And the timing was perfect because LA was growing at the same moment when the US population was booming, immigration was high, cost of living was cheap, and federal money was pouring into infrastructure. Cities like San Francisco and Seattle were constrained by their geography, but LA wasn't, and it quickly grew to overtake everything except New York City, becoming the poster child for a new era of American development. Angelinos, let me know if I missed anything in the